Hey, what's up, Internet? I just thought that I should, well, there was a video by Eris from Avoiding the Puddle on pad versus stick. And I just thought that I should demonstrate the way that I hold my pad when I play. Eris mentioned that you should only hold your pad like this with the thumbs right here. But the way that I have always held my pad when I play Tekken is like this, which is very important because you use your fingers to press the buttons and of course your thumb for the pad. Also, what I find is you should always keep your thumb above the D-pad and only press the necessary directions. So that makes it much more precise when you input your directions, rather than just like holding it down on the D-pad and then like pressing directions like you're just dragging your thumb across. What I do is I keep my thumb a small bit above the pad. So let's say like for Jin's laser cannon, if I want back forward plus 2, 1, down plus 2, just do that, you know, like above and then back, above, forward, right? Because, you know, if you look at the Sony controller, each of the directions is a button. Like, it's not really a D-pad per se, like on the Xbox 360 controller, where it's like an actual pad. Although, back to the drumming technique, like let's just say that, okay, Bruce is back 2, and then forward plus 3, and then I want to do a quick 2-4, right? So if I was on stick, I would do, okay, I would put my finger right here above the right punch button, and I would drag my fingers across those two buttons to quickly press those two buttons. So it's like 2-4, like that. But I find that the Sony controller, this is an older controller, but it's pretty much the exact same thing as the PS3 controller. I find that the 360 controller's buttons are much more, what's the word, smooth. Like, they're much smoother than these buttons. Because I find that, like, if I want to do that, I just listen to that. It feels almost like the arcade buttons, you know, like they're very smooth, like those, you know, on the CVS 2 cabinets with like those Sanwa buttons. They're like not like the ones where you can actually put your finger on the button and it's like a groove, but it's like smoothed out. You know what I mean? It's like those Sanwa buttons. Well, it feels like that, where if you drag your fingers across the buttons, it feels very similar to those Sanwa buttons. And yeah, well, I don't use the same kind of technique. I much prefer the Sony controller, to be honest with you, because of the D-pad. Like, I've always played with the Sony D-pad. It's such a superior product overall than the 360 controller, because obviously, like, the D-pad on the 360 is crap. It's absolutely horrendous. I just can't even do a fireball on this stupid thing. But I use the analog stick, and you know, I really like the analog stick because, like, it feels like an actual joystick. You know, like if you're doing forward, back. But backdashing is so hard on this thing because, okay, like say in Tekken 6, right? If you press down and then you go from down and you slowly go back to back, like, you're not even sure when the down back is coming. You know, like, say if I want to do Nina's wipe the floor. So I go down, and then I do down forward. Well, let's just say that I do down and then down forward, but the thing is that I didn't do the down forward far enough to, you know what I mean, like the down forward isn't here, it's here, right? So the game thinks that I'm just doing down, plus 4. You know what I mean? So I do down, and then I think I'm doing down forward plus 4, but in reality, I'm just doing down plus 4 because the stick thinks I'm not going far enough, which really sucks because, you know, yeah, it just sucks. Like, yeah, I guess that it's like a trade-off, you know, like the buttons on the 360 controller are superior to the PS3, and the PS3's D-pad is so superior to this crappy D-pads on the 360 controller. Anyways, that's my take on it. Thanks for watching.